Scott, I think everybody is concerned about Nathan Thompson, obviously him limping out on Tuesday night. How's he doing?
Yeah, so he got a scan yesterday, and it's not great news, but it could have been a lot worse. So we're looking at probably around about 4 months layoff, so we probably won't see him this season. So it's a PCL, which is a posterior cruciate ligament, I think a grade 2. So he has to wear a brace for about 12 weeks, which kind of keeps the shin bone in place, and then it will allow the ligament to grow back. And then after the 12 weeks, it was about 4-week period to rehab after that. So yeah, it's about 4 months.
I mean, that's devastating for everybody involved, but in particularly him, because he's just got here and just got his feet under the table.
Yeah, no, listen, it's a massive loss for us. I think you could clearly see that certainly on Saturday against Wimbledon, and for the 18 minutes that he was on the pitch the other night as well. And it's going to be a big miss for us. Big signing. We worked really hard to get that one over the line, and so a massive miss, and it just goes to show what kind of character he is. When you speak to him, he was more concerned about the football club kind of investing a lot of money in him, and he felt for the club, and he felt for the supporters, and he felt for me and the staff and everybody in the team. So yeah, top man. But we'll be there for him. We'll kind of help him all the way through. But like I say, it could have been a lot worse. At first we thought it was maybe an ACL, which is a lot longer layoff. So at least it's not that. And at least we know we've got a really good player for next season. Because he will, I know for a fact, I know Nathan, I've known him a long time, and he will do his rehab really well. He'll be back fitter and stronger than ever. But yeah, big miss for us. But of course, he's such a big character that we want to keep him around the place, because he will help build the culture of what we want here.
How are the rest of the team getting on? Obviously, Lawrence Maguire's been out for a little while now.
Yeah, he's still a number of weeks away. He's working out on the training pitch, being out today, doing some running. So good to see him out actually on the grass. But again, a number of weeks away. Jonathan Lecco's kind of a little bit stop-start with his rehab at the moment. 1 minute he looks like he's kind of involved, and the next minute he has a bit of a relapse. He's got a little bit of illness at the moment, so again, kind of in and out all the time with Lecco.
The other ones, maybe Luke Hofford has been out.
Yeah, of course, Hoffy. Yeah, so he's probably a number of weeks away still as well. So apart from that, we're not too bad. So yeah.
With Lecco, I mean, he's one who, like Nathan, went out on loan, joined a new club, and got injured so early in his tenure there. But being out for a year shows that so Nathan's injury could have been a lot worse. But also that recovery period is so much harder, isn't it? Being over a year.
It's a long road. It's a really long, lonely road as well. But since I've been here, Jonathan's been good. He's been bright around the place. He's just got on with his work, got his head down, and kept trying to join in all the sessions. He wants to join in the football a lot when sometimes the physio's hold him back, which I think is frustrating for him. But yeah, it's part of the trade, part of the trade that the players are in. They're going to pick up injuries. They've just got to be able to work really hard and focused all the way through that period when they're out, and do their work really well, and keep positive. That's all you can do, really. It's not a nice place to be, and I'm sure Nathan's going to find that tough now. But he's an experienced pro, and I'm sure he'll be fine.
Does it leave you short at the back? I mean, you've got 3 centre halves who you could pick, the 3 that finished the game on Tuesday. But are you concerned about the numbers you've got at the back?
Yeah, I think so. But we are probably looking to add. We was anyway, maybe. So that's kind of an ongoing process at the moment.
Okay, fair enough. Looking back on Tuesday night, not many people perhaps might have wanted to look back on Tuesday night, but a win's a win.
Now you got to look back at it, because as much as we were a little bit negative after the game in terms of how we played, football's a funny sport, isn't it? It's fine margins, and it's a low-scoring sport, and we play so well against Wimbledon yet draw, and then we play so poorly against Harrogate the other night and we lose. And we win, sorry. So, it just goes to show that it's a funny game. And sometimes we have to celebrate when we win, even if we don't play well. Of course, me as a coach, I have to make sure that I understand it, the players understand it, and how can we improve. You know, and that's what my job is. We feel as if the more we perform, obviously the better the results will be. The results are a byproduct of how you perform. So if you perform like that 100 times, you'll probably lose 99 of them and probably 98 of them, and you might get away with 2 wins. Fortunately for us, we got away with a win. But we have to celebrate that, and we have to celebrate the character that the players showed. And I will. I champion that, and I think that fair play to the lads, because that wasn't good, but they stuck at it and they defended their box extremely well. I thought their goal was lucky. I thought they put a corner in. Sorry, we headed the first ball out the box. We closed the shot down, and Connor Evans closes the shot down. He shoots. It takes a ricochet and bounces over everybody and falls in the net. It's kind of lucky in many ways. Could we have dealt with it more? Probably we could have dealt with it before the corner, for sure. But I thought we defended the corner as well as we could do. I thought they got a bit of luck in that moment. But we showed the character to play forward from the kick-off and run forward. And obviously the finish was incredible from Alex Gilbey, and great scenes at the end from everybody. And it was great to see the substitutes, some of the coaching staff running down the touchline.
Yeah, so Carl was.
Larry's only just got back, actually. So it was great to see that and to show that togetherness. And I think that that's the team spirit that I want. Unfortunately, I didn't celebrate because I was still annoyed with the way we played. But on reflection, I'm really pleased with the fact that we won that game. And sometimes winning ugly is a sign of a good team. Listen, the sign of a good team is to play well. I understand that. But the sign of a good team to win when you're not playing well is also a positive. So, let's not be doom and gloom. Let's not be negative about it. It's a win, and we should really celebrate that.
I think that's the most important thing, isn't it? The win after a while. That's where you've not been able to do it.
We haven't won a lot just lately. So, we went on the 6th game. When we won 6 on the bounce, in my opinion, people are asking me, why did we win 6 on the bounce? I couldn't answer that question because I actually felt in a lot of them 6 games that we won, we didn't actually play really, 100% well either. So it's just football. Football's a funny sport. It's fine margins. It's low scoring sport, and sometimes the balance tips for you, and sometimes it goes against. And Tuesday night went for us. But I'm fully aware that we need to be better. Fully aware, and I do know why as well. I broke it down and looked at it. We have to take. Listen, Nathan coming off the pitch has not helped us whatsoever. 18 minutes comes off the pitch, and we put arguably our best midfield player back. Do you know what I mean? And then so you've got a midfield player playing alongside 2 young lads in Charlie and Nico Lawrence, who he's on loan. He's a young lad still learning his trade, and then we kind of then bring in Kane on in midfield, who's again like learning his trade in many ways. So you look at the team, it's kind of not patched together, but it's not what we wanted at that moment in the game, and it kind of made us become deep. We weren't connected, and it's difficult, especially for Jay. Jay has played centre half a lot, but when he's played midfield a lot and then goes back to the back line, it's difficult for him to create that high line because he feels nervous about what's behind him. Whereas Nathan Thompson is used to that action, used to getting us up the pitch and used to leaving space behind, and that's probably why we didn't crunch the pitch. We didn't connect well. If we kicked it long, we wasn't connected. We weren't landing on second balls, and it was just a bit scruffy from there on in. I understand it, and we could have been smoother on the ball as well. But listen, the players stuck at it. You saw players heading the ball out of our box. Callum Hendry, Joe Tomlinson, Gilbey, like Kane. All heading balls out of our box and clearing the box, and Connor Evans, players who come on the pitch went on there and did their job really well. So listen, we have to take a lot of positivity from that.
On to Doncaster then, a team that are in decent nick at the minute and right up there. I mean, we say it about most teams. I mean, there's no easy one in this division, is there?
Well, they certainly aren't easy, are they? They're second in the league for a reason. They're a good side. He's been there a while now, Grant, and he's got a really good team, quite a settled team as well. If he makes changes, it's only maybe one player. And they're a good side. They've got some real attacking threats. They've got good footballers in the middle of the pitch. They've got some real kind of strong defenders, full-backs who step in and join in. They're a good side, really good side. I watched them last night against Barra. They were very good. The positives that we can take from that is that we've had 1 day extra rest. You know, they had a long journey to Barra, played on a heavy pitch. You know, so they've probably got some sore legs today, where we're a little bit fresher. So we've got to take that as a positive again. You know, and prepare our team to go to battle again against a good side.
We saw last season, and a little bit, I think, like the way this season's shaping up, they have to go through a little bit of a transition. And when they clicked, they went on that remarkable tear, didn't they, towards the end of last season? I mean, it shows that it can be done. You know, certainly here it can be done, and you know, what happens when it all gels together well.
Yeah, but that can happen. That can happen for many reasons. But the main reason is the culture and the togetherness that you build. You know, you've got to have that real everybody rowing in the same direction. You can't win games like that if you've got, you know, bits and pieces going on, and at the moment it's difficult because I understand we're in January, so I can't wait for Tuesday. I've got to be honest, I really can't wait for Tuesday, where I can regroup the lads and say, right, this is us now, and we're in it together now. This is what it's going to look like till the end of the season. You know, and I think that's probably when maybe Doncaster went on their run last season. I think they went 20, did they, unbeaten or something mad like that.
Ridiculous run, wasn't it?
You know, and they were incredible once they got in the playoffs in the end, and they were actually lower than we are at the moment in the division. I think probably this time next year I might want to check that out, but yeah, they went on that mad run, but probably when the window shut that it really kicked on for them, because they probably did the same. They gathered together and had that real togetherness about.
It was like a bunker mentality sort of thing.
Exactly, and that can win you promotions just alone, you know. So yeah, it's important that we build that. And listen, I'm working hard to make that happen. The players are working hard to make that happen. You know, we brought in new faces, and they're gelling themselves in with the lads that were already here. We've got some good lads here, got some really good professionals, and some good players. You know, and we just need to now build a real kind of unit where we're like a steam train moving forward, and we will do.
And finally, I know you love a stat, and certainly beating records here. MK Dons have never won up in Doncaster.
Oh, really?
I think they've only got 4 points from 9 games.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
So, well, that's it. So I'm sure, you know, I mean, irrespective of who you're playing on Saturday, you want to keep on winning. You want to go up there and you know, maybe notch that one off the wall as well and say, okay, we don't.
No. We're going to go and try and win the game. We're not going there to sit in or have a low block or anything like that. We're going to go. We're going to go and try and win the game. You know, in fact, we always, every game, you know, we never look at any opposition and think, right, can we sit in? Can we kind of play for a draw? Not the case at all. We know we've got 19 games left, and we've got a target of how many we've got to win. And the quicker we chalk them off, the easier it'll become towards the end. So we've got to get some wins on the board. So that's really important that we're going to go there and win. Listen, they're flying at the moment. They're second in the division for a reason. They've got a really settled team, really good team. I think they've won their last 3 on the bounce, maybe, might even be more than that. But certainly watching them last night, they're a strong outfit. But like I say, we've got that 1 day extra recovery than they have. They've had a long journey as well off the back of last night as well. So hopefully we can, you know, we can really start well and play well in the game and get the result.
Nice one, cheers, Scott.
Thank you.